Yeah.
Ben flirts with me a lot.
Hi, I'm Jessie Maley.
I'm Archie Renault.
Hi, I'm Amita.
I'm Kit Young.
I'm Freddie Carter.
Hi, I'm Ben Barnes, and we're the cast of Shadow and Bone, and we're at home with 17, and we're going to play Superlatives.
Amita.
Oh, everyone's funny.
Yeah,
That's funny.
Amita's the best comedy value.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, is the question who is the sharpest comedian or who makes us laugh?
Or who do you laugh at the most?
Oh, Amita.
That's me.
Yeah, but that's all right.
Weird.
Admiration and love.
As long as you don't mind.
No, it's nice. I'm glad you guys are laughing at something.
I would say Amita
Very-
brings the most smiles to our faces.
I laugh more at Amita than I do myself, so I'm going to say Amita.
Amita.
Amita does
Amita,
that.
yeah.
Great.
Long
This is
locks.
pretty impressive.
Yeah.
Amita
Something
keeps
to show.
weapons in hers.
I have a hidden dart in my hair and I use that to my advantage.
Kit.
Kit.
Kit,
I'm
yeah.
pointing
Kit
at Kit.
definitely did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I read
Yeah,
them all,
okay.
all of them. We all read them, but I had a very short period of time before we started, and I read them all very quickly.
Yeah, same. And once
Yeah.
I read, my gosh, I was hard in love.
Ben.
Ben and Kit. I'm joking. Kit, I
I
think.
have to go
Kit.
Kit. I have to go Kit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Kit
it's
is
Kit.
100% charming.
Smooth.
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 I will play Jasper
Loyal.
in every role I do for the rest of my life.
Freddie or Ben.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Freddie.
Yeah.
I think Ben's got the kind of charm that Kerrigan has, but I think Freddie is so smiley in comparison to
Yeah.
what Kaz is like. And
Warm.
as far as I
Oh.
know, I mean, it's easier to make Freddie smile than it is to make Kaz smile.
For sure.
Very true.
That's
Um,
true, actually.
How do you? Because you don't like just become one. You're just born with one. Aren't you? Okay, who would be the most like? Do you
I've
born
yet to
with
find
that?
something that Kit isn't capable of doing. So
Yes.
That is true.
if it was something you could learn, he would have it in 20 minutes.
Mm.
Yeah.
And I feel like
We'd all
even
be
I'll take that.
fumbling around trying to figure it out. Instruction
It's very
manual.
special, but it's a very special human, and that's what we're about, isn't it? So
Oh, well, that's very kind.
And I feel like we should have got to
I
this
agree.
point with you having special powers and just not knowing yet. You're just keeping it in your back pocket for just, a night out or something.
Maybe you're right. I don't know.
I'd say Archie, he loves a map.
Yeah, Archie loves
I do,
that.
really?
yeah,
I do
Archie
love
does
it.
love a map.
I'd say Arch, yeah.
I like having my bearings and knowing where things are.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
a good navigator, man.
I would be the worst cartographer. I never know where.
Ben, you
great.
can't
No.
walk in a
No
straight
sense of direction.
line. Ben, you
I
are.
remember walking around Budapest with you guys going, I'm sorry, I have no geography.
Yeah, I mean, the amount of times where Ben would be like, "Where do I live?" And I'm like, "Mate, we've just come from there."
Freddie.
Freddie,
Yeah.
Freddie,
Sneakiest.
Freddie,
Yeah.
for sure.
Sneakiest.
yeah. Secretly, who's the sneakiest?
I'd be showboating. Yeah, look at this. Oi, Freddie.
Hey, we're- Least likely to hide they were a green shirt.
Yeah.
Oh. That's hard.
Archie.
I think Archie.
I'd go
Arch,
myself.
yeah, Archie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm pretty optimistic about things. I do
Yeah,
it, and
yeah.
I just don't think. I just do it, and that's it.
You do it for the sake of doing it to prove it can be done, because I'm pretty sure if you told me, I'd be like, mate, when you come back, you can't actually spend that million crew, that doesn't exist. and you'd be like, doesn't matter, still gotta go do it.
Watch me. Watch
So-
me.
So true.
all the same reasons. Archie.
Ooh.
Archie again.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're sending him out
I
to get
think-
that
yeah.
Dunning Kruger with
I
his
think
map.
I-
Yeah.
Cup of tea and he's on his way.
Yeah, cup of tea, nice cup of char, and I'm on my way.
Ooh.
Ben loves leaving events early.
Yeah, I was going to say Ben or
Ben?
Freddie.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ben or Freddie. I think it's both.
I think probably the answer is Ben and Freddie. Where are they?
Yeah.
We've done it
Yeah.
together.
There you go.
Yeah. They just ran away holding hands into the sunset. Just like, where did they go?
Jesse.
Oh, Jesse.
Yeah,
Oh.
all day long.
I mean, it hurts my heart.
Oh, see, that's why you're so sweet.
Jesse is perfect casting for literal sunshine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Ben flirts with me a lot.
Ben.
Yeah, Ben's a flirt.
Ben.
Yeah.
Do you know, I would go with Ben, I think.
There we go.
It's a wonderful
That's
quality
good or
about
not.
you.
I don't know if this is good or not.
That's a great thing.
Amita.
Amita's done that today.
Literally today.
Have you?
Oh,
Have you
second
really
outfit
done
of the
it?
day, yeah.
Go on.
Oh, it's the
No,
third
third one,
outfit. It's
actually.
the
It's
third
the
outfit. You didn't like
Third
the
outfit.
first one, so you went and changed. Now you're in this one.
Wow.
It's great.
Brilliant. What a great question.
Ooh, Kit, yeah.
Without a doubt.
Yeah.
Bust out some flamenco dancing one night.
Yeah, I think I
Like,
probably
I've been
did.
more impressed.
There's all of that, and there's all of that
Oh.
stuff going on. You know.
Ah.
We were together for 6
Ben.
months. You get through the genres, I think. Yeah.
Ready?
Oh, Freddie Carter.
I think you all,
Archie?
yeah. Archie's, you've also
There are
got
some- there are
great
some good
Vinny,
eyebrows.
you've got
eyebrows
some
on you.
you've got some good brows on your Fred.
I've never noticed
I think
any.
Freddie, you can do some cool things with them. Good for you.
Archie's got the best dancing eyebrows.
Of all of the categories, I didn't think this would be the one where people start competing. Like, look at mine.
Yeah.
yeah.
Hang on.
yeah.
Amita, 100%.
A
Yeah.
meter.
Yeah.
In whatever sense, it's a meter.
Yeah, you.
Well,
No,
Yeah,
I'm terrible to stay in contact with. It's awful.
Yeah, I go,
Creepy.
hi, how are you? And then like 3 weeks later, you go, I'm good, thanks. How are you? Ooh.
Oh,
Don't really have a.
Oh, everyone's pretty punctual.
yeah.
Yeah. Unless Ben has lost his way because his geography is terrible, then you have to go out and find him.
Very true. Yeah, send out the search party.
Ben.
Thanks so much for watching us play Superlatives. Now go and watch Shadow and Bone streaming on Netflix.
And for more videos like this, please subscribe to 17's YouTube channel.